Hello, fabulous people. This is the Together podcast, and this is the place where Sharice and I come together to help you get it together for your everyday business life. So we hope you enjoy.
Hello, everybody. How y'all doing today? Happy Tuesday. I hope everybody is doing really well today. I am really not excited about this topic, but I think this topic is needed. Let me just tell y'all what we're going to talk about today. All right. Because I got two thoughts on it. All right. So the first thing, what we're going to talk about in general is just kind of energy management. Like, how do you manage your energy for sustainable growth? Because, I just had coffee with somebody and they were telling me they built a business that burned them out and they had to shut it down. And I've heard that story countless times. They've built a business, it burned them out, they had to shut it down. Not even passing it off, not handing it off to new management, just shut it down and we'll start over again another day somewhere else in another way. So that's why it's so important for us to have this conversation about that, of people, because I don't want that to be you. When it's time for you to get out of your business or transition to something new, I want you to be able to either, one, sell the business off, or two, if you want to shut it down, okay. But I really actually do want you to be able to sell the business and be able to walk away with that sum of money from something you've built. And so to me, that requires like knowing that you have to manage your energy the whole way through. And so right now, I think this is just the golden age for us in America. And so everybody wants to go into business. I won't say that everybody wants to go into business. A lot of people want to go into business. And I don't know if we do a good enough job telling everybody, like us in culture in general, really like showing under the hood what it takes to run a business and run a business well. And a lot of us don't sit down and read the business books. So what happens is people start running the business and then it starts running them. And then there's so much that has to be done. They're working all types of hours. They can't rest. They can't take off to spend time with friends and family. And so they'll get run down and then they just have to walk away from the business, shut it all down, walk away because they burned out. And y'all burn out. In this case, I'm talking like frazzled, looking crazy, may have to spend the day in the psych hospital. So we don't want that. All right. So first of all, I want you guys to realize most entrepreneurs think they have a time problem. That's not it. It's an energy problem. Okay. And so I think when we start thinking about that reframes the conversation, right? Right. Because when does your energy work for you and when does it not? When do you need to start delegating? And I'm going to say, okay, there are going to be some times when you got to burn in midnight oil. It just is what it is. I remember one of my first mentors. That shouldn't be no more than about once a quarter. At the most, once a month to get like a big project out or something. But I'm thinking no more than about once per quarter where you have this, where we just got to get everything done, deadline. All right, so let's make that a rule of thumb. And then what I want you to do secondly is figure out when do you work well and when do you not? Okay. All right. When do you have great energy and when do you not? When can you get things done and when can you not? So for example, for me, I know I don't work well in the evenings. And so it takes me 2 times longer to do things in the evening than it does in the morning. If I get up in the morning and start working, like I am like doing it, like popping. Everything is working. It's clean. It's clear. I'm on task. If I try to do the same thing in the evening, I guarantee I'm going to walk around in circles for a while. I can't quite get focused. It just takes a little time. So I want you guys thinking about yourself and when is your energy. I've also noticed one of my friends of mine, her energy doesn't work on a 9-to-5 schedule. Lady Gaga talks about that as well. There are times of high productivity and low productivity. And so if you are a person who will like just your natural rhythm is when you get excited about something, you work 2-3 days straight, and then you need to rest 2 days straight. Give yourself permission to rest those days and work your business out to where it works like that. All right, Sharice is here with us today, so I'm going to take a quick break and say, hey, girl.
Hey,
How you doing?
I'm good. Glad to get here and get plugged up. My goodness.
I get it. So sound like you are moving and shaking on this Tuesday morning.
Yes, I've been moving. Yes, moving.
All right. Well, I jumped in and started without you on
Good.
this topic of you don't have a time problem, you have an energy problem, and guarding your energy. And tell me if you've seen this too, because I've seen this 3 times of people I can call on my cell phone right now and say, hey, girl, what happened? 3 times where they started running a business, and then the business started running them, and then they just had to walk away. Like it burned them out and they had to walk away. They're like, I can't do this anymore. And they shut everything down.
Yeah.
And almost like ran away. Like the buildings are like, I'm going to set the building on fire and run away.
Yeah.
And so that's really what I want to help entrepreneurs guard against today. So right now I'm talking about the energy versus time. Like it's not just the time. Time is a part of it, but knowing yourself, knowing your rhythms, and making sure you take those breaks. And so one of the things I just said is every now and then I get it that you are going to have an all-nighter. But I don't think that should be happening more than once a quarter. And once you have that all-nighter, you got to have the rest time. You really do.
Yeah.
You really do. So I'm sorry, y'all. I meant to silence my cell phone and I just didn't. So anyway, how you doing? What have you seen when people burning out in energy versus time and yeah, you just go.
Man, so much. I work with so many entrepreneurs and even myself, like, the burnout from business growing and also let me say this, not having systems, right? That right there, not having systems set up will set you up for real for a mess. And because you think you can do it all. You think you can manage it. And then, life is happening because as we get older, more mature, just growing in life, period, children, parents, having to parent our parents. Excuse me.
It's okay.
I just came in from outside. It's probably the pollen. But just life itself, because when you're younger and single, you think this is the only thing. But then life just starts to happen on you. And that's where you end up burning out. And I've seen it over and over and over again. Excuse me.
It's okay. If you need to put us on hold and get some water.
Yeah. Let me grab some water. Go ahead and take it. I'll be right back.
Okay. Because I love what you're saying. And specifically for women, because I've seen for women, like having to take on that elder care that just, and so you were running your life fine and the business was running fine until you added on those additional responsibilities. So I'll say it time and time again, you guys, for women, we got to grind differently. I love that term, grind differently. We have to do it differently because we have so many things on our plate. And so I get it. Even if 2 entrepreneurs in the same business, they got the same kids, the mom is usually still doing more than the dad, right? The mom is usually still making sure that all the gifts are there for the birthday party and for Christmas. And when we got this, we got that. And so women, because of that, you have to really know your energy, monitor your energy, learn your rhythms, figure it out. And so let me give you a solid principle of figuring it out. Map yourself for a month and notice, actually probably 3 months altogether so you could notice the trends. And so just take a 30-day map or calendar for 30 days and just notice how you're doing on each day. You might even want to use an Excel spreadsheet 1 through 31. And then just for a couple of months, notice how you're doing on each day of the month. And then from there, okay, what does that mean you need to do? All right. So I have one of my wonderful friends, love her. And what she'll say is, okay, this is not a good time for me to have this conversation. let's reschedule this for next week because I'll be in a better energy space. I've heard her say things like, I need to go home and rest because I feel that my energy is not good right now. And I love that she like knows her patterns so well. And so she's really able to focus her projects when she knows she's going to have the highest amount of energy. And I just love that about her. I love that example that she sets. So, like, I want to say this one.
Yeah.
You are not making it up. It is a lot that you have to do.
Yeah.
I want to give you another rule of thumb. Rule of thumb. If you have been trying to get something done for a month and you haven't gotten it done yet, you probably need to go ahead and delegate that out because now you are the bottleneck in your business and you always want to keep yourself from being the bottleneck. You never want to be the bottleneck. And so that's a really good rule of thumb. Okay. Rule of thumb. If you've been trying to do something for 30 days and you haven't been able to get it done, you need to go ahead and delegate that thing out. Because you don't want to be the bottleneck to your business. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Welcome, Sharice. We're glad you're breathing in the land of the living. And
Yes. I want to talk about knowing yourself and knowing your energy levels, the self-awareness. Like self-awareness is key because you got to understand how I move. Like how I moved a year ago most likely isn't how I move now today. And of course, 5-10 years ago, but we seem to still want to operate in the habits of when you become a totally different person.
Yeah.
Right? So self-awareness, consistent self-awareness is key. Tapping into self, because as your friend said, okay, so I'm not in the right energy right now to make a decision, to, converse with others, to, have a meeting, to have a, something that may be confrontational. Like that's simply, and people should respect your boundaries. Because that's what those are. Those are boundaries in place to protect yourself.
Yes. Excellent. Okay. All right. I want to say so much. Let me figure out where I want to go next. All right. This is where I want to go next. I want to talk about the kind of 4 types of energy that you got to manage. Okay. All right. So I'm going to break each one of these down, but I'm going to say them all out. So, cause I want y'all to write them down. All right. You got to manage your physical energy, your body, like what you actually have energy to do, your body. Okay. Number 1. Number 2, you have to manage your emotional energy. So what's going on with you emotionally. All right. Number 3, your mental energy. Decision fatigue is a real thing. So you got to manage that mental energy. And 4, your spiritual energy. And I've seen spiritual energies, people not being aligned, not knowing their purpose, knock you out more than the other ones. Okay. All right. So let's go through each one. All right. So it was a physical energy, emotional energy, mental energy, and spiritual energy. All right. You guys, you got to know your body. And you got to learn how to take care of your body. So somebody told this older lady, I can't remember who she was, but I just remember her saying, 0 to 40, your body takes care of you. After 40, you have to take care of your body. And if you're an entrepreneur, as soon as you start running a business, you got to take care of your body differently. Okay. Or else health will run you into the ground and erase everything that you've done in your business. Okay. Because if you already, let's get real. You working your body into the ground. Now you arrived and you had a stroke because you don't work your body into the ground. Like that's real talk, you guys. Yeah. And so I hate to be dark and gloom, but I want to be real with you guys. And so, I did it. Like I did it. I ran my body into the ground and was feeling terrible and looking terrible. And I don't know if I've gotten better. I am. No, that's not true. I am better. I definitely eat better because I noticed that the food made a difference in how I was feeling. And plus I was gaining weight because this is what I was doing. I was staying at the office working until like 11 or 12, until I was so hungry I had to leave and go eat. And then there's nothing healthy to eat at 11 o'clock at night. I got to go to the local bar. All right, bar food is fried. Bar food is. It is. And then on top of that, I feel like I need to de-stress so I can go to sleep when I get home because I got to start all over tomorrow. So then I'm drinking alcohol and going home and going straight to sleep. And so my weight just kept growing. And I knew that was it. And so I had to make a change. Mm-hmm. And so when I started making changes, I just started feeling better and I can do more and everything. But you got to make a change. So you need some type of physical activity. Specifically, if you are like me and you're sitting down all day long. And so actually my sister was good at this, of getting up on her lunch break, walking up the street, down the street, and coming back in the house. Mm-hmm. I haven't gotten that good. I just try to make sure I walk up a flight of steps because that strengthens my legs. Mm-hmm. Or walk up a flight of steps and do that. And so there are little things you can do to take care of yourself, making sure you're drinking enough water. So simply just filling up your water cup at the beginning of the day and having it beside you all day long. And so, but your body has to be taken care of. And you guys, I just need you to remember that. Shout out to all my people who are in the gym every morning at 5 a.m. and 6 a.m. and 7 a.m. And keep up the good work. And I also know one of my mentors, she would do Tai Chi in the middle of the day just to make sure she had that body movement. So there's so many ways and so many things you can take care of your body. Mm-hmm. I know my friend Arlise, she had the success habit. And one of her success habits was like getting up at the same time every day, doing her exercise routine, which I don't think was much, a walk or something like that. Mm-hmm. Drinking a green smoothie that was full of like, the kales, the spinaches and stuff like that. And then starting her day. And so you guys, it doesn't have to be much, but you do need to find something that works for you that will take care and feed your body. Like you've got to take care of your body to maintain the business, or else you're going to have to leave the business because of health reasons. Mm-hmm. And I think we've all heard that before. What happened to them? Oh, girl, they got sick. Oh, okay. Yeah. So, all right. So health reasons is number one. All right, Sharice, what you want to say around health? What have you noticed works for people, doesn't work for people? What have you noticed?
I just think so many people are overdoing it and looking over everything you just said. Like your body is working for you, when you're younger. And then I'm watching us, our age group, especially the ladies, 54, 55, 56. Mm-hmm. Bodies change before their eyes. And then they're talking to me about it like, girl, just 2 years ago, it was a different thing. It was different, the weight, the food, what they can eat, allergies. Yes. Like
all of that.
Yes, everything. So the workout has to look different. The diet has to look different. Mm-hmm. So the way you take care of your body. But please do move and take care of your body. Please and everybody's capacity is different. Yep. So you might not be able to go to the gym. That might have never been good for your body, but figure out what's good for your body. Like nowadays, I recommend Pilates so much, yoga as well, but Pilates will change your life.
Okay.
Go and try Pilates. And if you can, so they have it with the machines, but they also have it, like with your body weight. And I really like the body weight. But machines are good too. So go figure out what works for you, but it's less impact on your body, and it slims you out, elongates you, and strengthens you all at the same time. So, without tearing you up and just being crazy sore. Even the soreness to it is different. It's a smoother sore than it is. Cause that sore pain is kind of hurt so good.
Yeah.
But it's not that hardcore, gym impact, which you need your weights too. But, get with your professional or go do you some YouTube homework and move that body.
It's funny just you say Pilates. It's just how the universe works. And so I've been looking at, there's a new Pilates studio opening up in South Cobb, right over here on Austell Road. So I was looking at them yesterday and I was like, I have no excuse. This thing is going to be like 2 miles from my house.
Yeah.
No excuse whatsoever.
Go check them out.
So I've been looking at the Pilates. Because you guys, being able to move in later life is going to be a game changer for your health. Okay? You don't want to be that old person that fall down, break their hip, and then it's downhill from there. And a lot of that is about leg strength. And so just getting out and doing a walk, doing Pilates, doing stuff like that is going to help you and support you while you build a business that works for you in your life. Okay. All right. Emotional energy. Ooh. I'm going to let you start with this because I feel like if I start, I'm going to just start fussing and I'm not going to be helpful.
Well, I think that's probably where we give the least attention to. Because I don't think that we are aware that we have traumatized nervous systems. I think that information is finally trickling down, and like, what nervous system? Wait a minute. Oh, so wait a minute. Trauma, even when we talk about trauma, everybody's trauma is different.
Right.
Everybody didn't, be abused when they were younger. Everyone didn't have a parent or a loved one or a friend die in front of them. Just some, really sad, tragic things. Trauma can look really different for different sensitive people. And some people are just empaths and they take on everything that everybody brings to them. That can bring so much trauma as well. And if you're not releasing it properly, boom, now here you are emotionally abusing yourself. And then you're wondering why you're unable to show up, why you're so sensitive to conversations, to other people's emotions and attitudes, and why you blow up.
Right.
Or why you go within. Right. And all of it is causing some level of sickness inside. So, that emotional state, it can go really deep. But I think that we're not giving ourselves enough information and understanding. We walk around here traumatized and thinking it's normal.
This is the thing. Okay, now I want to fuss again. So I'm going to try to be, I'm trying to make this like helpful. There seems to be a mindset of, I got this thing, so I'm just going to deal with it. I'm resentful, so that's it. I'm depressed, that's it. I'm traumatized. I get triggered by that, and that's it.
Right.
No, you guys, don't let that be it, especially if you're an entrepreneur. I'm triggered by this. Let me go work on that trigger so that don't trigger me no more. No more.
Yeah.
All right, I'm feeling depressed lately. Let me go work on that, whether it's talking to somebody, journaling, getting on some medication, so I'm not depressed anymore because I am not my most effective when I'm dealing with depression. I've learned how to deal with that thing. Okay. I was traumatized by this. And so I worked through that thing so that thing is no longer traumatic to me. So it doesn't hold me. It's like people are accepting the box that they're in, and we don't do that in other areas of our life. It's not, I got a heart problem, so I'm just going to sit down and do nothing about it. No, you go see the doctor, you take the medications, you do what you got to do so you can live your best life. And so the same thing with this mental health. If you are struggling with anger, resentment, you've been trauma, every time you do this, you hit a trigger. I need you consciously working on those things because it's putting you in a box and holding you back. And so you got to bust through those. And so the conversation should be, I used to be triggered by that, but I worked on that because I realized that was going to hold me back in my business. I was talking to somebody and they were like, I get triggered when people tell me what to do. Okay, you're a grown person. You don't need to get triggered by that anymore because there are people who have great wisdom in this world about running your business in which you need. You are not creating a business from scratch. It has been done so many times. And so you can't get triggered by people telling you what to do.
Yeah.
Actually, at this level, we are paying people to tell us what to do.
Tell us what to do. The right thing to do.
Right. I'm paying my lawyer to tell me what I need to do. I'm paying my doctor to tell me what I need to do. To paying my therapist and my coach to tell me what I need to do. So don't let these, work on all of these mental health things. And I need you to say, my mental health is important to me as an entrepreneur. And so therefore I take care of it. Seriously. If I notice I'm struggling with something, I handle it. I bust through it. I get it out the way. So it's no longer an issue for me. And it should. Okay. All right. I feel good about that.
Yeah, good.
I will say, you guys, in the middle of this, because I'm going to say it now so I don't forget. Hal Elrod's Morning Miracle really takes care of most of these. I think it takes care of all of these, actually. Mm-hmm. Look up Hal Elrod Morning Miracle. It's the lifesavers, and put the savers in the chat for me, and I'll read them off to you guys in a minute. But Hal Elrod says that you need to do, I think, 6 things in the morning. They're your lifesavers. And each one doesn't have to be any more than a minute. But I know the E is for exercise. So that's in there. One of the S is for scribing, doing some writing. And I'm sure she'll find those. And I'll read those to you guys in just a minute so we can have those. Hal Elrod Lifesavers. It should come up real fast on the internet. Okay. All right. So we talked about your emotional energy, mental energy. Okay. You guys, decision fatigue is a thing. Period. Yeah. Across multiple studies in multiple areas regarding food, regarding money, regarding shopping, doctors, and decision fatigue is a thing. So you always want to see your doctors earlier in the morning so that they can make better decisions regarding your health because your energy level is different.
Yeah.
All right, so notice that for yourself. Do you need to make decisions on Monday morning or Friday afternoon or midweek? When do you need to make decisions? I know one of my coaches, Sage, says she doesn't like to talk to her accountant first thing in the morning. It needs to be right after lunch, after she's been in the business a minute. She's more business conscious and she's had a moment to reset for the day. She said, then I can deal with the financial stuff. But I'm not good any other time. So mentally, when do you make your best decisions? When do you not? When are you going to do your best work? When are you not? Knowing yourself and then knowing what you need to do to take care of yourself. So that you can make it through the full day. I'd love for you to the day ends before you hit decision fatigue.
Yeah. Yes.
And that's that mind fogginess, grogginess, where it's just I don't know what to do right now. I can't think clearly on this topic.
Yeah.
And so for me, I'm usually and now it's time for me to go to bed. But I'd love for you guys to stop before you get to the point where I just need to shut it down and go to bed. So, okay, Sharice, what are you
I'm trying to see what book it is. But gosh, I think it's The Millionaire Mind.
Ooh.
I think it's The Millionaire Mind. Don't make any decisions after 4:00 p.m.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's what that would be about it.
That's it.
Yeah.
And that made so much sense to me because it instantly said, "Oh, okay, so because I'm fatigued by that time."
Yep.
So, and you should make no decisions in fatigue.
Yep. Yep.
Right. So that just instantly clicked, and it gives you permission. Stop rushing yourself. People can probably wait.
People can wait.
People and things can wait. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And it's just communication. Hey, thought I'd get to this by the end of the day. I have not. I need 48 more hours. I'll have the answer by 5:00 on whatever day. And just that simple. Okay. All right. Let me, Q got us the lifesavers. All right.
Okay.
These are 6 things that Hal Elrod says you should do in the morning. Okay. Lifesavers. SAVERS. Savers. S is for silence. Have some silence. And he says each one only has to be done 60 seconds. So silent. You can expand it and do more to a whole hour, but if you can you can get all this done in 6 minutes. So silence is number 1. Affirmations is number 2. some sort of visualization. Number 3, exercise. Number 4, reading. Number 5, and scribing is number 6, some type of writing. Okay. And so those are the lifesavers.
That's good.
If you do those, I think you'll be conscious of your energy level. You'll be conscious of, everything that's going on because you just have that moment. All right. So those are the lifesavers. Now, in my list of 4, spiritual energy is the last one. Spiritual energy. Okay. Why are you doing what you're doing? Okay. Do you know why you're doing what you're doing? Do you feel connected? Do you feel spiritually aligned? When was the last time you sat down and you thought about that? Or do you feel like you don't know why you're working? If you know your why, you can usually sustain anyhow. If I know why I'm doing what I'm doing, it don't matter how we do it. I can make it if I know the why and the why is strong enough. There's some of us who lose the why in the work. And I've also noticed, I think I was on this more at the beginning of the year, the work will take on a life of its own, and sometimes we'll get away from the why. We'll get away from our why we're doing it. So, because sometimes it's because we're chasing the money.
Yeah.
And so sometimes it's because we think we should be doing it like everybody else is doing it. And that leads us away from our why. Y'all, I'm reading the best book right now, and it's an old book. So it is Oral Roberts. If y'all remember him, the one who was the founder of Roberts University, Oral Roberts University. And he died in like 2009, I think, early 2000. So like the book was written, I don't know when it was written. But one of the things that he talked about is the need so the title is See the Invisible so that you can do the impossible. See the invisible so that you can do the impossible. And so what he was saying is the importance of that, your spiritual why, and then doing it the way your spirit is telling you to do it. And that at the beginning of his ministry, he was trying to be like every other minister and do it the way every other minister was doing it. And that just wasn't the way for him. And so I want to strongly encourage you guys to get back into your why. And yeah, I think I've been struggling with this year because I got some house renovation needs, which is requiring thousands of dollars, like thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
And so I'm feeling like chasing the money. Like, okay, what do I need to do to make the money? What do I need to do to make the money? Which keeps moving me away from my why. And then that don't feel good when I start doing it. And so I'm mad and upset and all of that. And it keeps me moving away from my why. And so if you guys are on a crazy cycle like I am, join me in committing to stopping that and staying connected with my spiritual, what do I need to be doing from my spirit, what my spirit is telling me to do, why I'm supposed to be doing it, who I'm supposed to be serving, how I'm supposed to be serving them, and not just chasing the dollar. Yeah. Every time I start chasing the dollar, I start feeling bad. It doesn't feel good.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel good. Which will run you down because then you're feeling depressed. Then you don't want to work out or do nothing. Then you don't want to eat right. Then you're feeling bad. Like it's just this domino effect. So
yeah. That's good.
All right. Let's see. What else do I want you guys to know today? I really want y'all to know that you're not alone, that you're not making it up, that balancing all of this stuff is hard, that as a business leader, as a leader, no matter where you are, amongst friends, anything, it's a skill to be able to kind of identify these things, your energy leaks, the things that are wearing you down, that's killing your growth, that it takes courage to do the things you need to do, which might be, I'm going to say courage, skill, Commitment. Like if you need to commit to getting up to the same time every day so that you can do the morning miracle so that you can have a better life. If you are misaligned with your clients, it takes courage to say, okay, even though these clients pay well, it doesn't serve my energy, my spirit to work with them. I got to start working with people who like really bring me joy and like switch that, right? That's hard to do. If your schedule, you need to change your schedule because now it aligns differently and setting new boundaries. Stop overcommitting yourself. I think that's a skill and it takes courage because you got to start saying no to some things.
Yeah.
And those personal issues, it takes everything. Skill, courage, commitment to really get those personal issues handled so they don't spill over into business, so that you can have a work day where you're not crying over the fight you had with your partner last night. Like all of those things. But I believe you guys can do it and you're not alone. I think the other thing that I want to tell people today is there is no I arrived. There's no like, I arrived. Everything is good. We're good. There's no like, I made it. There is okay, the finances are starting to come in. It's starting to feel a little bit easier. I got some systems in place. This is easy. Okay, now I can focus on working on this. But there's no just, hey, everything is perfect and now we on easy street. So I want you guys to know that because I know somebody out there, y'all are feeling burnout. Y'all are feeling like I should be there already. And for some of you guys, success is feeling more stressful than the grinding and building. Yeah. all of the things. All of the things. Like getting your taxes done when you making $50K is completely different than doing your taxes at $500K.
Yeah.
Which is completely different than $5 million. Like it's the difference. And getting all of that stuff ready and in place is hard. So y'all aren't making it up. You aren't making it up. I want you to build sustainably. And so think about that. I want you sitting with yourself, having a come to Jesus meeting with yourself on, am I building sustainably? Can I keep doing what I've been doing? What changes do I make? I would like this to be a consistent conversation that you're having with yourself. So, okay. All right, Sharice.
For me, what comes up is just, that self-awareness, like tap into understanding your limits. So create the boundaries. And then set your systems around the boundaries. I think a great example is that, so how is it that what system has worked for me that had me in a good pace, that felt good for me, that served my clients the way they needed to be served? And then where did I go in there and sabotage that and jack that up? How did I do that? Right? And I'm going through that right now with my whole business model and how, me moving so much away from the hair and like, wait, whoa. Like I'm going through a whole timeline shift, whole reinvention, whole metamorphosis right now. And what I said I wasn't going to do anymore and how I wasn't going to do it, and I'm like, okay. So like you said, watch yourself. Are you the bottleneck?
Oh, yes. Yeah.
So that's self-awareness and, it is what it is. Sometimes you just got to eat what you said and be bold enough to say it to yourself and say it out loud. And then understanding, no, I'm wiser now. I have more information. I have, more sense. I have more business sense, common sense, business sense. I just bring so much more to the table. And How am I going to do this? How am I going to serve my clients, coach them, and consult them? Right?
Yeah.
That's the goal.
Yeah.
Set the system up right, for your lifestyle. And it does not have to look like what it looked like before, and it does not have to look like anybody else's.
Right. Right. I think in what I'm reading in Oral Roberts' book, making the invisible, you got to see the invisible to make the impossible, to create the impossible. And I think that's what I'm learning more than anything else, that the universe, the spirit, God, however you need to swallow this information, has a way for you to do this that will help your people and serve you well simultaneously. And so the universe is not set up for you to help all these people and you be destitute. For you to get everybody else healing and you be struggling and sick and broken.
Yes. Yeah, you got to help from abundance.
Right. And so if you're not feeling that flow through joy, I'm seeing it kind of like the infinity. If you're not feeling that flow through joy of you give and you help your clients and then the business gives back to you, then something is wrong. Is check all of these things that we've said today. And we have said a lot in this conversation. This may be a conversation you need to listen to over and over and over again because it's different keys. I can see you listening to this podcast in January and being like, oh shoot, I do need to get my schedule together. I need to get back on track. And listening to it in June and be like, oh yeah, they did talk about health. Man, now it's time to really focus on my health. And so I can see this as being one, because we said we put so many keys in this today. All right. And that's all I'm going to say.
I got you. That was enough. Enough said.
Yeah. And let me say this. We're having our live event and like right at a month. It's about a month away from today.
Exactly. Yeah.
So I know I still need to do a couple of things on my end. So we want y'all there. Sharice and I are here to help you. So if you feel lost, so overwhelmed with all the things you need to change, that your business is burning you out, your business is running you, you're not running it anymore, both Sharice and I are here to help you. Yeah. So
absolutely.
DM her on Facebook, DM me on LinkedIn. Like we are here. We are here. We will help you. We will walk you through it. We have probably made the mistake already. Yeah. Figured it out.
Been there.
Been there, done that. And so the best way to learn is from somebody else's mistakes. Like we're here. So, okay. That's my 2 cents for today. Y'all have a great and wonderful day. We'll see y'all all next time.
Sounds good. Have a good one. Talk soon. Bye-bye.
Audio Jungle.